Whatever I say is not going to be easy. This entire journey is not going to be easy. It's not going to be for everyone. I just hope that someone is going to pick up something when watching this. If it's empathy, if it's understanding, if it's something useful you can use in your own life. It's just something, you know? I have no idea how to start this. I have no idea where to begin. I'm chronically ill. I have lupus. Discovering you are chronically ill is absolute hell on earth. It's not fun. Step one in this entire process was months and months of denying and trying. This was after my diagnosis. I wasn't able to walk for days and still was like, it's not that bad. I'm not that chronically ill, you know. But then, you know, having days where you can go to school and the rest of the day you're sleeping because you're too tired. It's this, in this step, it's not having the will to fight because your body is so weak and you feel so fragile. You can't stand up, you can't make your own food, you can't be active, you're just lying in bed. And it's just, you just want to get it over with. It's too much, it's a lot. And step two in my discovery was I was absolutely done. And then I met my now partner. I know, cliche, right? And I met some friends at college and they were very understanding of my condition and we were very helpful with each other because we all have issues. We were helping each other with schoolwork, and you know, if one person couldn't do something, the rest of us were picking up the slack, and they made it feel possible for me to keep going. And they still do. And they helped me when I couldn't. Do I need to eat? Do I need to sit? Why do I need to sit? Is my leg hurting, or is my knee hurting, or am I tired? This is such a crucial and such an eye-opening process where you're actively listening to what you need to do, and it feels like you're old. Because I'm in my 20s, I'm in my early 20s, and now I have to be like, is my knee hurting? Do I need to do this? It's just... it's funny, to say the least. And step 4 was trying to find your limits. So you've actively listened, and now, you know, now you want to find your limits because you feel like a grandma and you want to feel like a young person who can actually do stuff. This is not advised. I did it though. I found my limits, and so did my doctor. But that's fine, that's fine. He's a very kind man. Could have ended worse, you know. A few days, weeks of not walking compared to lying in hospital, you know. Could have been worse. And then you need to find a balance. So you had step 3 and 4, which was what do I need, and then finding your limits. And now you have to live in the middle. Now you've lived in the balance of not feeling alive and sleeping more than a cat to your limit. This is where you are stable, conversations with your doctor are going well, and you feel livable again. And then you have step 6, and that is get another setback. Chronically ill means like all the time, if you didn't know. Yeah, I landed in the hospital. It was awful. I don't need to do it again. Hospital food was fine though, but everything else was just so... You don't land in the hospital for nothing, you know? You don't land in a hospital for nothing. And due to being chronically ill for the past 3 years, I have lost myself to my sickness. Yes, I've been diagnosed for only a year or so, but I've been feeling it for a while. I lost being capable, I lost doing things that I enjoy. But you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means I just have a little setback. And I don't like it. And I'm envious of the people around me who don't have that. Who have setbacks, but you know, at least it's not their health. At least they don't feel this dark cloud, this, oh, if I eat this, something's gonna go wrong. You know, if I do this, I can't walk for days or weeks. Or, you know, if I don't take my medication, then those constant little thoughts of, if I don't do this, then something might happen. And it's not just a delusion, like you've experienced that it's going to happen because you've done it. And when you didn't do something, every second time you didn't do it, anyway, I am your chronically ill diary. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you subscribe, and I see you in the next episode. Hi, how are you? I am chronically ill. Hi, nice to meet you. You're also chronically ill. Oh great. It's your chronically ill diary, here to serve. Oh, here we go. The way it falls on the side of your neck.